Welcome back to The Watch, and we've got some more juicy stuff. You thought it was over with She-Hulk? You thought you had to wait until it came out? No! There's more.
So this is the thing about She-Hulk. I am getting more and more excited to watch She-Hulk, not for the reasons the creators want me to be excited for, all the reasons that they would not want me to, because this is looking like a bigger and bigger like woke dumpster fire feminist wet dream, and we are going to be here staying on watch to roast it and have a hilarious time doing so. But to keep doing that, your support is absolutely crucial. Thank you to everyone who is supporting us on YouTube, Subscribestar, or Patreon. If you like the content, want to help us support us and ensure that we can keep going and doing this with more security, your support on any one of those donation platforms would be absolutely tremendous. YouTube is particularly cool because it's a video hosting platform, great alternative, and it might, it's genuinely, it has like anyway, YouTube's pretty cool. Check it out. Thank you for your support.
I don't know if I can watch She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it.
I was just like, don't make me do it, Shad. I can't handle it.
Like, I could do, what do you call it, Miss Marvel, right? Because they had a delightful cast, despite all its problems. But there's nothing more annoying in this world than a white woman. In their 30s specifically, too. Without kids or a husband. A purpose. And she's a lawyer too. Like, do you want us to hate this woman?
So, just, there is a quote that comes to mind that feels more and more true than ever before. It was specifically applied to men, but I think it applies to women just as much now. And it comes from an incredible man, one that I actually believe to be a prophet of God. His name was Brigham Young, and he said, if you are a man and not married by the age of, was it 20?
25.
I think it was 28. 25, 28.
25. It was 25.
You are a menace to society.
I'm a menace to society.
Friggin' based! And to women as well now. Like, if you are a woman and not married by this age, you're a menace to society. Get married, people, to a good person. Because She-Hulk, just what you're saying there, this whole middle-aged, single kind of lifestyle is a nightmare. It leads to unhappiness, and especially in women, they are finding more unhappiness than ever in this whole Tinder hookup crap. It is robbing you of your independence and power and influence, that you have something amazing in your ability to be the gatekeepers of sexual relationships, okay? Women have that. The modern world has deluded you and fooled you to give up such an incredible thing of power that your lives are getting ruined and you're having a terrible time finding a good man. Now, the responsibility isn't going on men either, okay? Men need to shape up as well and try and improve their lives.
Well, to be fair,
take on responsibility and show themselves to be great providers and protectors.
To be fair, we got quite a bit stacked against us in this era. you know, wars we could deal with.
Well, I mean, there are so many things trying to tell men that you're inherently violent, you're inherently toxic, you're inherently, sexist, and all that stuff. And it's making them feel like garbage, and that just sends them to dark corners in their rooms and on the internet and checking out from society and doing the things they need to do to find happiness in their life, like taking on responsibility, improving yourself, making yourself into the type of person that will attract a good woman. And women, you need to make yourself into a good woman who will attract a good man. But one of the key ways to do it is by you have the power to be the gatekeepers of sexual relationships. And I friggin' hate this She-Hulk thing, because you're right, it's doubling down. Like, she's like going through the Tinder dates, hooking up with all these randos and crap, and she's like, oh, give me more. Let's get those fries to go. Gosh, it was cringe.
And yet, it's funny, because it's like very episodic, because I can tell, because I know how this is going to go. It's very episodic that she keeps doing those things, and then the next episode, she's miserable again.
I don't know. I think they might be trying to portray that she's going to be top of the world at the end of the series, and her free life, being a career woman, sticking it to the man, hooking up with whoever she wants, is the life for the best happiness a woman can find. And then, of course, now acting like a man as well, because she's going to be stronger than the Hulk, better than the Hulk.
I think they'll have that, but I think there'll be the completely unbelievable wish fulfillment of she'll find a guy who's like in her field, and that dude will fall in love with her, and he'll be this like guy who's like around her all the time, like, hey, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, anyway, people know what I mean.
Oh boy, so there is already a lot to talk about, but there's even more in regards to this She-Hulk dumpster fire on the horizon.
Well, we really hijacked that from you, didn't we? Yeah. Read, Nathan, read.
I found an article, everyone, and it's not good. Basically, they interviewed the director and said, "Hey, there's been some criticism with the CGI. Can you talk a bit about that?" And I'll quote her right now. She says, "In terms of the CGI being critiqued, I think it has to do with our culture's belief in its ownership of women's bodies."
Okay, Weezer.
And she continues. I think a lot of the critique comes from feeling like they're able to tear apart this CGI woman.
Sorry, we need to go back. Oh my goodness. Few quote statements have ever reflected the "you can't criticize me, otherwise you're sexist" thing than this before. You can't the criticism of the CGI, the bad CGI of She-Hulk, is a reflection of your desire and control over women's bodies. What?
She's half. Well, the second sentence is half right. The culture and society does believe that it owns the individual's bodies, men and women. Is a fact.
Hang on. Let's break this down then. Because you're going places with that one, Oz.
Because look, anything to
so
anything.
The government. You're saying there are governments.
No. Societies in general.
Society?
Every collective member of a society, for the most part, except for the rare individuals who actually believe what they believe and say, "No, I don't know. I can't tell you what to do."
So how does that lead to people's criticism of the She-Hulk CGI?
Oh, it doesn't. I just want to do anything else but address that ridiculous fucking point.
Yeah, in terms of actual being truly about freedom and everything like that, yeah, people should have the freedom to do what they want with their own bodies, so long as it doesn't affect the freedoms and rights of others, even the most vulnerable among us. And you know where I'm meaning with that.
But that extends to, conscription for war, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. What you put into your own bodies, injected, one might say.
I was thinking that.
It's funny how she's trying to co-opt that thing where she probably, the director probably believes that she's more than happy to control other people's bodies when it fits her narrative and pushes her beliefs and things. But on a note, victim now, you can't criticize the CGI because that's a dog whistle of your own sexism trying to control women's bodies. Are you friggin' kidding me? By her own logic, she's a sexist for controlling the character She-Hulk's body and depicting the way that she wants through CGI. You're a sexist now by your logic, okay?
I mean, the CGI artist controls what the woman's body looks like as best as they can.
You would assume that it was given direction by the director or Marvel higher-ups about this is what it needs to look like. And we already have heard that they kept trying to say, not as muscly, to the point where you could have just gotten a female bodybuilder, painted her in green, and it would have looked so much realistic. Just do a deep fake on the face and problem solved. The whole CGI, the fact that she's full CGI, she looks fake as anything.
Well, they actually say in here that we based it on an Olympian athlete and not a bodybuilder, but I think if we'd gone the other way, we would still be facing the same critique.
No, if you had convincing CGI, you wouldn't be facing any critique.
And if you used a bodybuilder, an actual bodybuilder, I would have been, She-Hulk is supposed to look like a bodybuilder. And this is like multiple levels. The criticism is that now it's just female athlete, not bodybuilder, when it should be bodybuilder. First criticism. Next criticism, it still looks friggin' crap, okay? That's the second. And third is that you could have actually used a real-life double and not made it look as crap. 3 criticisms. Oh, there's layers of this.
People are saying that the regular Hulk that we have now looks just as bad.
Yeah,
it looks awful.
Look at like the Incredible Hulk film with Norton, the actor, Norton.
Edward Norton. I thought Eric Bana was better.
Really?
You got to rewatch it because at least he looked like he was standing in the environment when he had dust on him and dirt on him. He looked like it was real. But he was very, very green.
He was pretty bright. I liked the darker tone and the muscle structure they used in Incredible Hulk. And that fight at the end where he does the Hulk smash.
Well, can we compare scenes? Because I would like to show you. Eric Bana Hulk holds up today. The other ones don't.
Well, you're editing it. show the scenes if you like. Let you guys choose. Either way, they look better than current Hulk. I've seen the comparisons of the Incredible Hulk, Edward Norton Hulk, and it just looks so much better than current Hulk. Current Hulk is a joke. They have just... How could you, emasculate the Hulk and make him look like this simpy, weak, pathetic character? Holy cow. What is... That's a sign of the wrongness of the world, that they can even emasculate the friggin' Hulk.
Literally a giant raging green man. His whole thing was, I have uncontrollable rage that forces me to turn into a gigantic, indestructible monster.
And now he's like, but it was definitely more entertaining.
Yeah. Let's do some yoga. Off!
Or no, in the trailer as well, she's like, is there nothing fun with the Hulk? And he's like, yeah, cocktails. Let me make you a drink.
Oh my goodness.
He has a little martini, goes, I can't get drunk. That's the state that we're in.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it.
Mark Ruffalo plays himself.
Sorry, I'm not encouraging you guys to watch it. Let us watch it for you and roast it for your enjoyment and entertainment. We can give you the entertainment of this series where the show cannot deliver. We will find the humour and fun in it at Oz's expense for your fun and entertainment as well.
I just had a vision of the future. When she does the Tinder date and she has sex with the man that she's not married to, she's going to say, Hulk smash.
I sort of did. They put that line in there, actually.
They will use the line somewhere, Oz. Oh man, if you're right, we're going to clip that and just put it on repeat.
Okay, I judged some of her physique because, her arm was too long. Or
her hand was way too big.
It wasn't anything feminine about the judgment I was giving.
Sorry.
It was... What?
You see a woman with big hands and you think, that's not a real woman.
What I'm trying to say
is... Big hands, big what?
It's like you see, she
Is it part of the Hulk transformation?
Like it's bulging, but not any part of her body that. Anyway,
I'm just picturing the guy. Ah! It's a trap.
Is that part of your superpower? Does it go away? Oh. What scientific experiment went wrong to cause that?
We're sorry.
But, okay. Someone said CGI's bad, and her response is, we live in a society. She should be directing Joker.
The other thing, this shows, if their only response is, you're sexist to my criticism, this is a massive sign that this lady is not talented at all. One, you can just see the product that she's producing, but she just falls back to, you're sexist if you criticize me. It's like she is a talentless, extreme ideologically possessed activist.
Yeah,
okay? That's who you have making this show.
A creative person would have thought of a better lie.
Yes, that is
said, we're not done yet.
Yeah.
Give us time.
We have time to fix it. Acknowledge that, it's pretty bad, but no, you're sexist as a result.
Too prideful for even that. But I was going to say, the whole reason why I judged it is because it just didn't look human. It looked unnatural. Nothing to do with her gender at all. She brought in the whole gender politics herself.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of the critique comes from feeling like they're able to tear apart the CGI women. No, we would tear apart a CGI male character if it's bad just as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coroner Crew do it on VFX artists react. They just criticise human bodies and say, that's not real, that's not real. They're not sexist for doing that.
Did anyone say sexist because the Rock Scorpion King in the Scorpion... we say,
or the Rubber Man in the Matrix.
Yeah.
That has been memed to death, okay? Yeah. We were criticising Korg in Thor Love and Thunder recently for how fake he looked, alright? Because it looked fake. But now she's like, because you criticise women, you're sexist. One, it's actually, you're setting a sexist standard that why do women deserve more protection, or, sorry, not even women, it's a female character, and she doesn't exist. We're not criticising the actress here, we're criticising someone who doesn't exist but now you're sexist because you're criticizing the depiction of a fictional character when it's the same type of standard fiction. When it's the same type of criticism that we applied to many male CGI characters in the past.
Imagine if someone drew a really bad picture of the Hulk, and you're just like, oh, that's not right. And you're like, oh, you sexist, you racist. If it was Black Panther. I don't know.
Yeah, again, Black Panther looked like complete CGI in the fights and stuff. I think it's very hard to win when you make women's bodies come off it. You lady, you are an idiot. You're an ideologically possessed, dishonest coward trying to gaslight. Like, oh, they're criticizing women. It's like really hard to win when you make women's bodies. It's not hard to win, actually. Oh gosh, the studio was also slammed by some for woke pandering with a show about a female Hulk.
No, that's not why we were Wasn't that, you bloody liars? It was because it had this, like, you know, woman in her 30s, not married, doesn't have a child. She's going through Tinder. She's having dates with her cat and her also childless, husbandless best friend. And she's unfulfilled. Like,
so
that's the pandering.
Yeah, that's
not woke. It's reality, but it is pandering.
But I think I think we of course we'll criticize because that's what it is. Like, this is a middle-aged feminist insert wet dream show.
It's a feminist, like, okay, finally a woman can be stronger than a man. Woo!
It's just funny that their defense to that is that, like, they're pointing out that the character was created back in 1980, long before whatever wokeness you are troubled by. You know, but you're not making that.
You're not making the 1980s, yeah. She-Hulk. It's like,
you know what else was released in the 80s? AIDS. And that's not good. Okay? So,
thank you for that.
This show's also AIDS.
The gaslighting is on the next level. It's like, what do you mean wokeness? We're creating something that's based off of something when wokeness didn't exist. Ignore all the wokeness that we put into the trailer overtly in your face. But do you think we're retarded? Do you honestly believe people are that stupid? But what it is that this article is for people who aren't aware of this stuff, to try and fool people who are not aware of the agenda on display, who have not seen the trailers or things like that, to fool people, to make things, the world is so sexist and it's against this show because of female. No. I would have been totally on board with a great She-Hulk show. You know, She-Hulk has been a fun, interesting character.
So yeah, that's the She-Hulk. We're probably going to have to watch it, aren't we?
I can't wait for it.
And I hope you all as well stay watchful.